Hello fellow travelers, this is Amy from Wandering the World channel. Today's video is a very special segment on the beautiful, the magical, the romantic Cinque Terre in Italy. It is arguably one of the best places I've been to and definitely one of the most picturesque hikes I have ever done. Once a clutch of sleepy fishing villages, Cinque Terre's tourism skyrocketed. Amazingly, it's now one of the top places to visit in Italy, right up there with Rome, Florence, and Venice. Today, I will take you on a one-day trip from Florence to Cinque Terre. Yes, it's definitely doable. We did it, and a lot of people do. Let's see, our mode of transportation, we take a bus ride. It's about a 2-hour bus ride, a couple of short train rides within the villages, lots and lots of hiking. And then at the end of the day, we take a ferry from one of the villages called Monterosso back to the first village called Riomaggiore. So join me in this amazing and fabulous adventure to Cinque Terre. Cinque Terre is one of the most visited places in all of Italy and high on travelers' bucket list. The region is a clutch of 5 tiny fishing villages, all part of a 10,000-acre national park. It has some of the most dramatic and wild coastal scenery in Italy. I consider it to be among the most beautiful hikes I've ever taken, and I've taken my fair share of hikes throughout the world. Since 1997, Cinque Terre has been a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Cinque Terre is a coastal area in the region Liguria in the northwest of Italy. The 5 towns that make up Cinque Terre are Riomaggiore, Manarola, Corniglia, Vernazza, and last but not least, Monterosso al Mare. It's about an hour's drive from Pisa, 2 hours from Florence, and about a 3-hour drive from Milan. Our day trip from Florence started with a 2-hour bus ride from Florence to Manarola. Then, after checking out the town of Manarola, we take the train from Manarola to Corniglia. Then from Corniglia, we start our hike that includes 400 steps up the beautiful hillsides. After the much-needed lunch, we continue our hike from Corniglia to Vernazza, which is about an hour of hike, and then another train ride from Vernazza to Monterosso. In the evening, we take the ferry from Monterosso to Riomaggiore. And if you don't opt for hiking, you'll get a fair amount of exercise, even if you stick to the villages. They're quite hilly, and you'll often encounter stairs as you walk about their tangle of streets. The easternmost village of the 5 villages, Riomaggiore, is frequently chosen as a home base by visitors to the region, thanks to its accessible location and wealth of hotels. Riomaggiore's tiny, picture-perfect marina encapsulates the Cinque Terre at its breathtaking and authentic best. Unfortunately, closed until at least 2023 for repairs, the Via dell'Amore is a breathtaking cliff-top trail that leads from Riomaggiore to nearby Manarola. Check before you travel to see if the route has reopened, as this is one of the world's most picturesque treks. The second town in Cinque Terre is called Manarola. Probably the most iconic view of the Cinque Terre is the sight of picturesque Manarola tumbling down a rocky cliff towards its little harbor far below. The route from the top of the town down to the waterfront will take you along steep, narrow laneways, typical of Ligurian towns and cities. The marina is one of the most photographed places in Cinque Terre. Due to the lack of a beach, people sunbathe on the rocky outcrops that surround it. Beyond its romantic beauty, Manarola is renowned for the local, sweet white wine with notes of candied citrus, dried fruit, and aromatic herbs. Manarola is where we took the train to Corniglia, which starts our hiking trip in Cinque Terre. Traditionally considered to be the most tranquil of the 5 villages, Corniglia is the middle town of the Cinque Terre and the only one that isn't located directly on the seafront. Reaching the village from the train station is something of an undertaking itself. You have to traverse a 400-step brick pathway that snakes across the mountainside. Hiking this part of land was very, very rewarding. It was surrounded by fertile vineyards and terrace gardens. After an uphill climb of about 30 minutes, we finally reached our lunch spot. And the lunch area provides a magnificent panoramic terrace. Their specialty? Farm-to-table pesto pasta. The fourth town is called Vernazza. For many, Vernazza, with its pretty piazza and bobbing boats in the harbor, is the most popular village. That popularity means that it can get crowded in the summer. The hike from Corniglia to Vernazza is about 2 miles, which is about an hour and a half minutes to walk. There's a lot of uphills and downhills, so definitely very hilly, and overall it's a medium intensity. This rewarding hike offers sea views on one side and olive trees and vineyards on the other. We were exhausted when we reached Vernazza. Our first stop? Our well-earned gelato. A single main street charts a steep course downwards from the train station at the top of the town all the way to the water's edge at Vernazza's harbor. Cobbled Via Roma is lined with enticing cafes and bars, perfect for soaking up the Mediterranean sun. It's a great town to wander about, perhaps while enjoying a friggitoria, a paper cone filled with seafood cut into small pieces. Monterosso, also known as Monterosso al Mare, is the 5th and the largest of the towns. It's the only Cinque Terre town with a proper beach. It is immersed in a spectacular verdant landscape of vineyards, olive trees, and lemon groves that scent the air for miles around. Don't expect a soft sandy beach though, but rather a rocky beach. Regardless, many people still flock here to enjoy the sun. As the day comes to an end and the sun descends, creating a radiant glow of the towns, we were able to take one last look at the villages by taking a ferry back to Riomaggiore. A magical Cinque Terre comes alive with glowing multicolored houses, a truly spectacular sight. Well, thank you for watching this video. Hope that your world adventures take you to Cinque Terre someday. It really is one of the best adventures that I have done. For those of you who have stayed in Cinque Terre for more than a day and have really good travel accommodations to share, please share in the comment section. I'll be back to Cinque Terre in a heartbeat, and hopefully next time, stay even longer. Hope you enjoyed this video, everyone. And as always, please show your love and like and subscribe. Until next time, this is Amy signing off.